Once again, welcome to Roshan Academy Learn and Succeed. Today we are here with the Science Revision Series number 9 based on assertion and reason type question. I know that many a times children find this assertion and reason type of question very tedious because there are so many options given based on true, it's false, it's false, it's true. So they get confused or jumbled up. So how to handle such type of 1 mark assertion based question, that is what we are going to explain today. Let's first comprehend the meaning of assertion and reasoning. Assertion means a statement. That means we are stressing on a particular statement or on a particular sentence. And reason means it is an explanation about the particular statement that has been made. And what you have to do is this reason okay for the statement that has been given up? That is what you are supposed to find out in simple layman's term. Now we are providing you with some tricks or some steps to deal with assertion and reason type of question. The steps that you have to follow when you get a question in front of you are as follows. First step, read the question carefully to understand the assertion statement. First, comprehend the meaning that has come up in the first sentence. Don't take it as an assertion sentence or as a reason sentence. Just see it as two different sentences. That's all. So read the first sentence. I will not use the word assertion. I will not use the word reason because that makes it more confusing. So first sentence, read it, understand the meaning. Then go to the second sentence, that is the reason sentence. Understand the meaning. Now there is a very nice tip that I am giving you is to insert some words between these two sentences, just like how we use conjunction and all. Same way we are inserting a word like because or after or therefore between the assertion sentence and the reason sentence to establish connectivity between them. So if you are able to insert this the words like because or after or any of these words which suits the sentence and get a proper connection, then move slowly to the option. Okay, so and when you come to the option, start the method of eliminating the wrong ones. Even if you know the wrong thing, you don't know the right thing, you can slowly start eliminating the wrong thing and reach to the right thing. Now how to do that? That I am explaining with the help of one question. Now let's apply these steps that I have given or the tricks that I have given and try to find out whether we can get the correct answer. Let's see this question. First thing that I told you is don't concentrate on assertion word or reason word. Just read the question as two different sentences. First sentence, hydrogen gas is evolved when metal reacts with nitric acid. Second sentence, nitric acid is a strong oxidizing agent. So first sentence is saying that hydrogen gas is evolved when a metal is reacting with nitric acid. And the second one is nitric acid is a strong oxidizing agent. Now what can be the right answer? We have to connect the keywords. Hydrogen gas is the keyword in the first sentence. And in the next sentence, strong oxidizing agent is the keyword. So when the oxidizing word is given, you can connect it with nitric acid, can say yeah, the sentence is correct. But then you are not connecting this oxidizing agent with hydrogen gas because then you find something is wrong in the first sentence. Next important step that I've told you is try to insert words like because, after, therefore between these two sentences and try to establish a connection between them. Let's do that. Hydrogen gas is evolved when a metal reacts with nitric acid because nitric acid is a strong oxidizing agent. Now we have learned one thing. During the process of oxidation, water is formed. Okay, so gas is not formed. So if the water is formed, then hydrogen gas is not going to escape into the air. So that does not establish a proper connection between the first sentence and the second sentence. But at the same time, the second sentence is correct, because nitric acid is a strong oxidizing agent. That means there is some problem with the first sentence. Now we are somewhat sure that the second option is correct and the first one has got some problem. That means we can say that the second one is true and the first one is false. Let's go to the answer, and I said under the steps that I have given, now we are going to adopt the elimination technique while selecting the options. So let's see the first option. Both A and B are correct. That is true. No, A and B are not true. I said that only the second one is correct, not the first one. So this you can eliminate. First one has gone. Now go to the second one. A and R are true, but R is not the correct explanation of the assertion. No, actually R is correct, but A is not the correct explanation. So what you will do, B is also eliminated. Now let's go to the simpler one sentences, that is C. C is saying that A is true, but R is false. Actually R is true, A is false. So C also got eliminated. And now we are left with the last answer, that is D. D says A is false but R is true. So R, that is the second sentence, is true. Then the first sentence is false. So for that, the correct option that is matching is option number D. So option D is the correct answer. Now let's try to revise the concept that we have learned in this particular lesson. When metals react with nitric acid, hydrogen gas is liberated. That is correct. But then there is a twist there. Nitric acid has come up. So nitric acid is a very strong oxidizing agent. So what is happening there? So it oxidizes the hydrogen gas formed during the reaction and changes, or it forms water and oxide of nitrogen. Here, to better understand the reaction that is taking place, an example of a metal zinc is given here, which is reacting with nitric acid. You can see the reaction given and you can take it as an example of for better understanding. So what we conclude from this is water is formed, not hydrogen gas. Hydrogen gas is formed, but later on it is turned into water. So gas is not evolved there, or hydrogen does not escape into the air. So first statement is false and the second statement is correct. Okay, so let's now go to the options and find out which one is favorable for this question. Children, that's how I have tried these 4 steps and tried to solve that question by using all these 4 steps successfully. Now the answer is provided to you. You can just go through. And now after this we are starting with the revision series based on assertion and reasoning. Before starting this series, I just wanted to explain what is assertion and reason based question and some tricks to deal with such type of question. Now you can solve these 10 questions that are going to come up, and the answer of these questions will be provided in the next series related to science that we will be providing. Children, one very important thing that I want to tell you is we provide revision series based on all subjects. So keep seeing all these videos repeatedly, because we will be providing revision series along with the answers, and also we are providing analysis of the marking scheme and the sample question paper that has been put forward by CBSE. So keep in touch with whatever videos we are having, and don't forget to share, subscribe and like our videos, because your subscription is very much needed. It's an encouragement for us to prepare more educational videos that will help you to score better marks. So just go through the assertion and reason type of questions that are going to come up. Thank you.